just saw the step. All right, welcome to my very first stag hunt. It's April 2026. I'm heading off to do a hunt on a private property just south of Brisbane, run by a group called Wild Country Adventures, which is organised and maintained by two special gentlemen, which is Clark. Clark is the owner of the company who gets all the access to farmers and land, and Stephen is the other manager of the group, both extremely professional hunters. Clark has his own YouTube, which will be linked down below. He's a trapper as well as a hunter, but yes, they run this deer management group. And it is a membership group. So what they do is they organize the hunts, the properties. And then if you're new to hunting, which just like myself, I've been shooting my whole life, but I'm very new to deer hunting. They go through how to skin the animal, how to hunt the animal, and everything you need to know for basic hunting and managing the population of deer. So extremely priceless skills you learn from these experienced hunters. So highly recommend. So before we get onto the property, we all meet up with the group, sign some paperwork, and make sure we've all got the right equipment, like a radio, a map, all that good stuff. So we do that, we sign on, get given our grids where we get to hunt, because you get your own block to hunt for the week, and then we head on in. So he's got a brief from the group, you get given where you're hunting, you go through all the rules, issues, hazards that we could be coming across the way. The biggest hazard we could have is water crossings. People could flip their cars. Now we're heading off to our location, so should be good. Excited. So we head into the property, we meet the farmer. He says, "What's up, boys? Go crazy, kill some of those pests. If you see any pests like dogs, please shoot them on sight," which is great. And then, a cool thing about this deer management program, they teach you how to identify how old your stag is, so you're not shooting very young stags. You want to be shooting that 6-year plus stag to keep a healthy conservation side of hunting, which really helps the flora and fauna in the area. Here's the setup. Kongi setup right there. So with the camping situation, we all camp in the same location at night, and then we spear off to our locations in the morning or in the evening. Usually what happens is you get up just before dawn, or however long it takes you to get to your hunting position. So we got up at 4:45 every morning, and then we're able to drive off to our hunting locations and started our hunt. I was honoured to be joined by my good friend Kongi. Kongi and I both served in 8-9 RAR, Royal Australian Regiment, so it's an infantry regiment, if you're not aware, in Brisbane. And we caught up maybe a couple of months ago just at a civvy shooting range, and now we like to shoot things together, which is fantastic. It's good to catch up with the boys, and I think it's really good for veterans to get outside and remember that outside isn't bad. You can make it very comfy instead of living in a hole. Big shout out to Kongi. So this trip I brought my Ruger Gen 2 in 308 with my Zero Tech 6x24 Vengeance sight. Amazing sight. I bashed this thing around all week and did not lose my zero, so very happy with that. So for the first hunt, Steve came with me, one of their managers, because when you get new people into the group, you don't know if they're unsafe, gonna shoot the wrong animal, or be crazy. So he kind of came along for the first morning, just to see if I was a fuckwit or not. He found out I was, but a safe one at that. Yep, act natural with the binos up. So we hear some stags roaring in the distance. We have to head down into this huge gully, which is extremely steep. Well, I thought it wasn't too bad going down, but then coming up the thing was crazy. So we keep walking down slowly, and it was literally on that spur line you can see in the distance, just where the sun is rising, and that's where we're going to head. It's right a bit now, of a fucking... That is a mish. That's me saying this seems a bit of a mission, but we crack on with it. So on the trail hell of a big buck. I've had to go down a creek bed. So yeah, just walking, but it's right above us. So we're going to go around onto the opposite ridgeline. So.
Good to get up,
Yeah,
and get a look across onto it,
that'd be sweet.
because there's no point in fucking ploughing around there.
I don't know where we're going. So that was very close, but the wind was not in our favour, so we had to go back down the spur line a little bit to try go around the back, so that he doesn't give a whiff of us. So that's what we're doing right now. Very steep terrain. Definitely don't miss this. I feel like I'm back in the army. Bit of fun. So the wind's changed. Now we're going for a peek on the same stag for about 3 hours. So we're just going to go down the spur line a tiny bit just so we're not silhouetting ourselves on the top of the ridge here. He's broadside on us right now. See that? He's broadside on us right now.
So we want to see, what are we actually looking at?
Oof. Oh no, 3? No? Oh, he's big. 1, 2. He's got, I think it's a 4.
Do you have any tops?
I think he did.
If he's got tops, he'll be 5. Okay. Because if he's got tops, he should have 3.
He's moving down the hill. So we sat on him for an hour or so more and glassed him for a bit. Saw him one more time heading into some deep scrub. So it was getting later in the day. I think it was like 10 or 11 now. It was getting quite hot, so he was bedding down for the day. But I'm there for the whole week. He ain't going anywhere. He's got his 4 hinds. He's going to be rooting and booting all morning, all day. So this is more just for me to get familiarised with my area I'm hunting in. And for Steve to see I'm not a flog. So we head back up this steep as mountain, Mount Doom, or the Devil's Cock I call it. I'm a pretty fit dude. I train like 6 days a week. I do my cardio. I do weights. I was in the army, so I'm not afraid of pack marching, but it was hard. It was very, very hard. So fitness is, once again, a very key point in hunting, life in general. If you need a program, please let me know. I have a program for everybody's fitness level. Second hunt of the day. Going for a big green part of the land, so me and Kongi heading out. Instead of walking that massive hill I walked today, we're going to try to drive down it. Kongi's currently letting down the tire pressure. Where is he over here? Just so many issues. And yeah, there's a big green grass feeding area, apparently. So we're going to go camp that for a bit and see how it goes. So let's roll. Me and Kongi, we're off. We've been entrusted to hunt by ourselves now. So.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's a bad idea. So like I said before, we're going to hit this grazing area apparently, which is really good. We're going to try to drive down this steep ass track that me and Steve walked up and down today. It was, honestly, it was fucked. But yeah, let's see how we go. Just crush it. We just drove down half of that shit hill that I climbed this morning. It's gonna suck going back up even half of it. So we just now to hear some roaring. I'm a hunter now, I use hunter slang. That's what I do. So it's about a 5k walk in, roughly, maybe a bit less, down that hill, and then pretty much flat once we hit the bottom. Just go in and out a few creek lines, and yeah, so we're gonna head to that greenland and we wait, and that's pretty much it. So it's gonna be a lot of walking, and that's enjoy the ride. Yeah, that's all about doing. So you may think we're being very loud, but what we're doing is we're cutting through this scrub line so the wind doesn't take our scent all the way through into the grasslands. So we're still a little bit away from sunset. We just don't want to spoil it all with our scent. So we am being a little bit loud here, trying to get up this steep ass, essentially a re-entrant through Lantana. But yes, we are being loud, but it's all for good reason. So me and Kongi are now sitting in front of the grazing lands. You can't really see it through the camera, but it's all grass all the way across. Sun's setting, so hopefully we can hear something in the next hour or so. Behind us. Trying to space out be telling a story over the top, but so we sit here for a while. Sun gets quite low. There is roughly 2 stags behind us, and another one to our full right. But they keep moving in and out. The wind was behind us; it was blowing onto the grazing lanes, which is annoying. Which changed halfway through, so the deers behind us couldn't hear us. But yeah, it was just a long wait. Then we did move from this position into the scrub a little bit more to follow up on a roar, but pretty much nothing eventuated for the afternoon. Cows getting spooked running. So not very successful. Sat around for a bit, stalked a deer. It kept pushing further and further away, and I just didn't have time before it got dark. There's a full moon out, I'm not sure if you can see that. So it should be easier to see our way back. Should be good. Alright, so it's very low light, as you can see. Got the EDC 29 right here. Not a bad little setting. Goes all the way up from 40 looms to 1200, then you got a strobe setting at 6500, which lights up deer's retinas. So there you go. Highly recommend. So yeah, we stomp only halfway up the hill because we parked halfway down it, and yeah, head back for some din-dins and some
for dinner tonight. I'm getting real treated because Kongi has a pie warmer all hooked up, and we've got some pies, some meat pies, and some Chico rolls. So absolutely treating me tonight. Beautiful. Kongi, what did you think of today?
Mate, awesome
Yeah.
day. Nice roars. Can't go wrong.
Yeah,
Thanks to Steve.
it's Big Steve-O, the one eye. Big one eye Steve. Yeah, not exactly roughing it out here, that's for sure. So pretty good sleep. Literally all night heard the deers roaring and cows and deers. So pretty good time. We're gonna try head up on the top of this ridge. Try get a shot off on a stag we saw yesterday. Gonna go try and get that now, or in like an hour. Quick oats and a brew for breakfast this morning. I'm about to step off. I don't know why I look 70 years old, but I'm about to step off. Let's do it. So day 2. It's a little bit late. It's 5:30. Just took a while to get up here. Heading back down that huge ass hill, which is gonna suck to get back up again, but it's okay. It is okay. We lost about 3 kilos yesterday. It's cooked. But here we go. Off to potentially get a staggy boy. But we'll see. Alright. Let's do it. Pretty good way to start your day. It's pretty beautiful. So just walked in. Took me like half an hour to walk in. And the spot where I saw the stag yesterday is just over there. So I'm gonna sit here, keep eyes on that ridge line, and there's a dam just over the knoll here. So let's see how we go. So I sat here for about 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes, and I heard absolutely nothing apart from potentially a roar to my far left of this where I'm looking now. So I head off to essentially another Mount Doom. I head up just to the ridgeline, try not to keep on top of it, but it was a hike. Up there. Very travelled. Big ass hill. Here we go. Well, isn't that fucking gorgeous? How's that for a setup? Posing. Realised that my pack had a rifle holder, so it does make this hike a little bit easier. Still rough. Once again, if you're in the army up in southeast Queensland, you know, Canungra, stand 11, this is worse. I kid you not, this is worse. Fuck. So, day 2 afternoon hunt. Kongi and I pushed up not far from camp, and we're gonna go and kind of wait out deer coming into this grasslands. There is cows over there, but
gonna go up to this knoll. Just kind of wait it out. See if we can hear some roars. Work our way to it. That's the plan. So a mate called Elliot now, met him on the hunt. He lent us the tripod. But walking around the scrub, I was not a fan, so I got rid of it pretty quick and then just came back for it after the hunt. But Elliot, bad boy actual, thank you so much. Absolute legend. I'll just talk through what's going on here. I'm walking across this tree line into the open field and I'm hearing roars right in front of me. So what I do is I pump across this tree line. The roars go inside a valley. So I head up this valley and I follow this stag for maybe a kilometre or two and just keeping downwind of it. And then it starts raining. And then, yeah, I get a little bit, we get a little bit of a close call here. So let's check it out. So I took the shot and I saw the dirt splash behind it, which to me looks like it went into it. So now I'm just looking for a blood trail, but it's raining. So, well, I shouldn't wash away the blood, but it's getting dark. So let's hope I find where I shot. This place looks all the same. Let's do it. So let's see. So when I shot the deer, I saw a splash of dirt behind it. So either two things, the round went through the deer and hit the ground behind him, or I aimed high. So I went over there, I checked out for a blood trail for a good, I think, hour. Found where I shot. There was no blood trail right of the path that he ran. And yes, so I shot high. And now I was shooting on quite a high elevation. As you see that ridgeline in front of me, that's where I was shooting. And I've never shot in terrain like this. Usually if I'm shooting, it's quite a straight line. Or in the army, all my shooting, I was a machine gunner, so it's kind of sprayed that general area. So not quite proficient in shooting in hilly country. So here's a little diagram if you are shooting in hill country, if this helps with high elevation or low elevation. If you're shooting high or shooting low, you've got to aim low. Essentially, there's a lot of trigonometry involved, but I give you a quick graph here that would have helped me if I knew. So the line of sight is from you to the deer, and that's how much, like if you had a laser rangefinder that didn't have the special gadgets, it would tell you it was 200 meters. But The actual distance is the horizontal distance, which is going to be shorter than that longer distance, so the line of sight distance. Even if it's high or you're shooting low elevation, you just got to aim a lower point of aim to be able to get that correct distance, the true distance. But anyway, just aim low.
So it's cold, it's wet.
But yeah, if you haven't shot in this environment
Very
before, you wouldn't know. So,
but it's not
super
nighttime,
awesome learning experience. Experiences like this, you can't put a price
I'm
on.
going to dry my clothes out before the morning, which I don't think's going to happen. Anyway, that's day 2 done. Very successful, if you ask me. Called a deer in, took a shot. I must have missed because there was no blood trail, no body. So it was a little bit high. It was awkward because I was shooting from down low, as you would have seen in the camera, and it was up quite high, just into the mountain. So yeah, just shit marksmanship for me. But took like an hour and a half scanning just the one area for blood and a body, and there's nothing. So we can go on thinking that we're a nice hunter and not a meanie. Alright, see you in the morning. Some gear run through. We've got the Ruger Gen 2 308, and we got a chest rig. I believe this is a Black Hawk. It's an old Black Hawk chest rig. So we've got water in these 2 pouches, 1 litre, 1 litre. I've got a knife and a tactical torch in there. A little folding knife. 5-watt radio, so we can have comms. I got my little DJI Nano there. Then in my main compartment, I've got my binos. I've got a whole sort of shit in here. I've got binos. I think I've got a little quick charger, a night cord charger. Charge all my equipment, my phone, all my cameras if I need it. Then I got a handheld Action 5 head torch, which is usually in a cage. Night core head torch, really good bit of kit. 10 round mag, just in case. I usually have a 3 round or a 5 round mag in my rifle. It's in my pocket. And then just some high vis, like a panel, neck sock to cover my binos in, tourniquet, Israeli bandage, and that's about it. That's all we got. So in this pocket here, I've got the knife. It's a nice little pocket knife, and the tactical torch, the EDC 25 night core torch. Yeah. That's what we got in there. Boom. I can see. Day 3. We got our mate Elliot driving. I don't know if you can see him, but he's driving. Off to do a block with Kongi, and then this is the day. I've got a good feeling about this. Very good feeling about this. So Kongi and I drive up to the same drop-off point. So we get dropped off, and essentially what's going to happen, we're going to meet down at the bottom of the mountain to get picked up after we finish hunting. So we start off in the same location. We walk in super steep terrain and heavily vegetated. So Kongi and I decided to split up. He's going to go into his area. I'm going to go into my area. There are a lot of deer calls in all directions. So I'm going to pick one and head for that. And all mine just had to be in a very steep ravine, which is great. I see him. Just saw the step. It's two of them. Shit. Got him. So it's old enough as a 4x4, but
So on the first shot, he did go down, and then I saw a little bit of movement. So I was in a good firing position, so I just shot another one to his spine as he was kind of facing away from me.
yeah, it was me.
And then when I walked closer, yeah, absolutely, he was down and dusted
gravy,
from that
baby.
first shot. But yeah, at the start, I thought he was a young stag, and I shot a young stag, so I was very upset with myself. And then only then did getting back to the top of the mountain did I realize it was an old stag thanks to Elliot. So that's when I got happy. I only took a few still shots because I guess the adrenaline got into me, and I guess I was a bit upset because I thought I shot a young stag. But as you can see, the antlers on this bad boy, they've kind of like degenerated. So he was old. His horns were going the opposite direction. Apart from getting thicker, he's an old boy. So as you can tell by the maney rug. And the best way I found out from me figuring out if they're old or not is the ears is a big giveaway. If the ears look like they're too big for the body, that's a good giveaway. And obviously the blockiness of the body, his torso spears up into his groin. When they're quite a young ones, they look quite boxy. So yeah, that's my expertise. I'm a hunter now apparently, so I know these things.
So cut off the hind legs and the head. Now humping it out. Let's see if it holds up. Pretty happy. At the start I was a bit upset because it's not thick antlers, but we got meat. And yeah, very first deer, so it's a good time. It's a good time.
Reminds me of fucking high range, mate.
Yeah, bro.
Or more rocks.
Gotta go up this fucking mountain to get the meat out.
Hunter returns.
Hope you like your deer young.
That's a solid stag, mate.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
I was a bit upset with it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I was like worried. I was like, did I just shoot a baby? Fucking.
No.
Not only do the lads help you harvest your meat, teach you how to cut it up, butcher up the animal, but also helps you, just like Elliot there, Elliot's on the right, he wants to get his head taxidermied. So Steve's going through how to cape him, skin the head in a way that doesn't ruin the hide, as well as get it all off properly so the antlers and the skull is going to be in good condition for the taxidermy.
So what do you have to say? Do you have anything to say to the people at home thinking to get into hunting? Give us two points you would tell people. 3 if you want. People getting into hunting.
Do it for the right reasons.
Yep.
Get out and enjoy it.
Yep.
Yeah, just get out and do it.
Fuck yeah.
But not only having Steve there, you got the other experienced hunters there to help you take care of your meat, skin it, butcher it up, harvest the meat properly. So honestly, these skills is what I've been trying to learn for years and years. And finally, I'm able to put, time into it and learn the skills of the trade. Well, skills of this art, essentially. So I usually go hunting with my army buddies. So here is a little segment I like to call Interview the Crayon Eaters. This is Kongi, Phil Kong in 2009 in Afghanistan. Let's see what the brown lover has to say.
Oh, hey, Kongi. Love I didn't even see you there.
G'day, mate.
Tell me about yourself.
Mate, I'm Philip Kong. I'm 44 years old. Joined the army when I was 25 back in 2007 and got out 2021.
Yeah. Why'd you get out? Just medical reasons or?
Yeah, medical
Sweet.
reasons. Got medically discharged.
Tell me where you are right now.
So right now we are in a paddock in the fucking middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop whoop, hunting deer.
Are you new to deer hunting or hunting in general, or
Yes, very new to deer hunting.
why'd you pick it up at the ripe age of 44?
Yep. So after the army, after shooting so many all these guns and stuff, got out and were like, hey, I'm a shooting, so thought I'd get my gun license.
Yep. Did you find that confronting going to a gun store and then like being so proficient in belt-fed weapons? Because you were heavy weapons, was that
Yes,
correct?
heavy
Yeah.
weapons.
So 50 cals, 84mm rockets. That's every day for you. But then to go into a shop and buy a bolt action, it's a bit confronting.
Yes, buy bolt action and asking, what rounds do I need?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is like my experience is very awkward. Like I swear I know what I'm talking about, but you don't. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
it's like a civilian. That's what I found. It was hard going from being like an infantry soldier shooting machine guns, rocket launchers, grenade launchers, and then like, oh, what does this bolt action do?
Yes. And why are there so many different rounds?
Yeah. Isn't it an F1 ball? Do you think hunting is good for veterans, or combat corps veterans, or any veterans really? And if so, why?
Yeah, I think it's awesome for veterans. So, get out there with the boys, get a bunch of veteran mates, mates you serve with, do some shooting, stalking up on deer today.
Yep.
So it's nice, relaxing.
I kind of related to when you're out field, physical labour, like intensive, like stomping, setting up harbours and stuff, and then you're getting forced back in the civilian world, and you're just like, why do I have all these skills? But have you found that all the skills you learned in the army, like bushcraft and stuff, has helped you with stalking animals and making you more
Yes.
comfortable out in this? I wouldn't say this is uncomfortable. Some people might find the bush uncomfortable.
No, it's actually really helped with me going out, stomping up hills, looking at myself in the mirror and telling myself, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But you just got to keep going.
Yeah. And what would you say, one bit of advice for someone that's trying to get into hunting or even just target shooting? What's one bit of advice? Don't be afraid to ask questions, anything like that.
Yeah, definitely just go for it. First thing first, get your gun license, and then from there, just ask people. Just ask people what they're doing. Hey, how do I do this? And get straight into it. Yeah, no, just get out there, get it done.
Yeah.
Have an awesome time.
So that's it. That's the stag hunt done. Just heading out now. On my way back, probably get myself a nice feed somewhere. Probably just a servo pie or something. But yeah, we're off. A great 5 days hunting.
It was hard, like physically pretty hard, walking up those features, but it was good. It was a good bloody time. Definitely gonna need a massage on my calves, but I'm rocking out with the Stag ratchet strapper to the front of my Jeep. Probably see it there. But yeah, so just doing that because I think I'm cool, but also it stinks. I highly recommend joining. I think it's like $70 a year for membership, and then you pay for access to properties, and you pay well, for the trophy stags. It's like $500 if you get like a 5. I think it's a 5x5 or higher. But I got a cull stag, so it was only 220, which all goes straight to the farmer. So you're like, why am I paying to shoot animals? Because it goes to the farmer, helps the farmer out, which I really like. So more content of shooting, guns, and hunting coming soon.